things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. The Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tulane's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. The run from the shotgun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Polk. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got his man on the right. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human. For one play, he has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first thing.
Turning it on! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness.
Touchdown, Tulane! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Working that left side now. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man on the outside. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Quarterback making checks. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Green Wave. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The corners are walked up tight. Got the quick completion. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot on the ground and separating.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Leaves it with the back. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 15 on the field goal.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of play...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Gets it to him on the screen. Wide open spaces. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Cincinnati, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the move, he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Tulane.
And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away.
Formation to kick it away.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Off the play fake. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hunt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. To the air on first down. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder with this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10?
47-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Fires to the big fella. Good, solid tackle.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll leave it with him. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Tulane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Cincinnati, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Pulls it, fired complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Might be changing the route. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Flips it out to the back. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Gives it on the option. Nice move there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's carry on. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his big tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy,
turning it on. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sets up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looking to get it in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just